Hello, student. I already told you we have to study about the policies of East India Company in this chapter. So I have already explained the one policy, that is subsidiary alliance, in last video. So you can go through that video, and who institutionalized that policy, who devised that policy. The name of a person is Lord Richard Wellesley institutionalized that policy. And now second policy that we are going to study, that is policy of doctrine of labs. Now what is the meaning of this policy, and what is the benefit of this policy to East India Company, and why they come with this policy, and why they maintain this kind of thing in India, and what is the benefit, what is the profit behind all these things. So first of all, who institutionalized this policy? The name of a person is Lord Dalhousie. Okay, the name of a person is Lord Dalhousie, who institutionalized this policy in India. Now, what is the meaning of this policy? Now, first of all, he was the Governor General from 1848 to 1856. He was the Governor General. So, one thing comes in your mind, कि before that we have already studied about the Governor General. So yes, you all are thinking very good, because we have already studied about the Governor General in the chapter 1 of history. The name of a Governor General is Warren Hastings, and he was the Governor General in 1773. And now the second we are going to study it about the Governor General. So that is from 1848 to 1856. Okay, he was the Governor General, and this policy helped British India to annex the Indian states. ओके, टू एनेक्स द इंडियन स्टेट, मतलब उनको कब्जा करने के लिए इस पॉलिसी ने बहुत हेल्प की. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस पॉलिसी? सो दिस पॉलिसी इज लाइक दैट इफ द किंग ऑफ अ स्टेट इज डाइड without his male hire without his male hire natural male hired, so the state will be automatically under the गवर्नेंस ऑफ ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी. मतलब कि वो स्टेट अपने आप ही ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के हाथ में चली जाएगी, उसको ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी देखेगी उसका सारा कुछ काम. अगर ऐसा होता है, अगर उस किंग का कोई बेटा नहीं होता है, नेचुरल सन नहीं होता है कोई, तो वो स्टेट ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के हाथ में चली जाएगी डायरेक्टली. सो इफ देर इज़ नो मेल हायर्ड, देर इज़ नो किंग आफ्टर द किंग्स डेथ, सो दैट place will be lapsed to East India Company hand, and everything will be looked after by East India Company. For this, I just want to tell you one thing. Hope you remember the movie Manikarnika. If you have seen that movie, so you already know about the story of Jhansi Ki Rani. In that, everything is mentioned over there, कि क्या प्रोसीजर होता है, एंड ऑल वी कैन ईजिली अंडरस्टैंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. ओके, सो दिस इज द डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ लैब्स, एंड व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट ऑफ दैट? इफ देर इज नो किंग आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ किंग in state, so that place will be under the hand of, then means एक और territory, more territory they have captured through this policy. Now whosoever, which particular place that will be captured by East India Company through the policy: Satara in 1848, Sambalpur in 1850, Udaipur in 1852, Nagpur in 1853, Jhansi in 1854, and Awadh in 1856. These are the places that will be annexed by East India Company according to the policy of doctrine of lapse. Now after that, during the annexation of Awadh, British had an added argument. Okay, here it is written that I will tell you, Awadh was annexed by the Lord Dalhousie on the pretext that the Nawab was not able to rule it properly, but this created unrest amongst the Indian soldiers in the British army. Means that message will be go to East India Company ki Nawab of Awadh are not able to rule his country properly. So that is the reason ki they have captured that area, the Awadh area. But that is not correct actually. That is the wrong information that come to the that is heard by Lord Dalhousie that time, and this act made Lord Dalhousie very unpopular in annexation of Awadh, and the people have conflict, and they have do one thing, and they have start taking, they have acquired in 1856, and after that the misgovernment of the Nawab, and then the people, those who are living in that area, they have complained about this thing to Lord Dalhousie, and they have started the revolt of 1857, and the humiliation of the East India Company have converted into the revolt of 1857. And after this policy, this particular thing happened, and you will study about the revolt of 1857 in the next chapter of history in the same class. So thank you.